How's it going, guys? Probably not going to get much done on saw stuff today. I wanted to make this video. Open this up here. This is a whole bag of wasted money right here. And it's a combination of Amazon, eBay, all the popular places. There's another website as well. These ones here, these complete rebuild kits right here, these were supposed to be for a 461. These were supposed to be for 441, and it says it fits 461 as well. Every one of these, there's the one I opened, done looked at. Here's the carburetor. It's shitty quality control. Really frustrated about it. I bought these last year, so I can't. I don't know if I can leave a crummy review. But all these I bought not too long ago, and then this is in a different package. I bought. There's one right here. That one's in a. This is a complete kit. These are just diaphragm kits. But this is the same kit as those. Same problem. I don't know what to do with that diaphragm. This has got the gasket stuck to it. I'm not peeling it off yet, but see how the shape is and stuff? There's a problem. It's the right diaphragm, but not. If you flip it that way, they put this metal piece in backwards. See? If you line them up to where they're the same, none of the shapes for the holes line up, and it doesn't matter which way you flip it. It's just not right. This is flipped 180. Every one of them kits are that way. So every one of my needle side diaphragms in these kits are all junk. I'm unaware, unless there's one out there, I'm unaware of a Walbro carb that runs that diaphragm in that configuration. But that screwed me. I'm out like $60 right there. So I pretty sure I got a hold of Wolf Creek Saw Shop. Every carb kit that I've gotten from Wolf Creek Saw Shop has been spot on. And let's open these up. And this is why I'm done buying carb kits off from Amazon, eBay, all those places. Absolutely done with it. I'm just tired of it. I can call Ryan or email Ryan, and every time his carb kits are spot on. Every time. So let's take a look here. Use sticker. I gotta put that on one of my other saws. Actually, I might put it on the 461. But right here is the two carb kits. One for the 461, one for that 441. I won't even have to take it out of the package. Huh, looky there. Exactly what I needed. To a T. That's why from here on out, I'll just call Ryan or email him. I'll get a hold of Ryan every time, because I have such hit and miss. These should have been thrown out and started over. Instead, these Chinese companies with their piss poor quality inspections, it's just, there's a year apart between these carb kits, and every single one of them is this way. I've looked through them. Every single one of them. This metal piece is 180. So I got lots of fuel pump diaphragms, but yeah, waste of money. I'm not even gonna. It's too much of a hassle to try to get my money back too. But I think between all these stupid card kits I got right here, I think I'm out like $60, maybe more, maybe 70. I have to go back through and look, but they'll go in the drawer, Shane. So now I've got the parts to hopefully fix this. I might tinker with that tonight just to get it off my bench and get it back to my buddy. And then the shop is a mess. And then I got all my parts. Let's see, I'm gonna get reimbursed on this. It was $179. $179.17 for piston, ring, seals, impulse line. Piston, seals, rings, impulse line, and don't know what the price is on this. I'll look at that. I don't know what these are going for. But that should give me everything. I gotta salvage. I got the cylinder cleaned up. I gotta get the transfer off there. Even if that line doesn't come out, it's straight up below the. It'll be totally fine. And I want to double check on this insert that's in here. Make sure that's good. So yeah, steel parts are expensive. He probably would have been alright with aftermarket parts, but this saw's going to see extensive firewood use, so I wanted to put good stuff in it. And I'm only going to port it mildly. I'm not going to go nothing crazy. I'm probably going to cut 20 out of the band. Probably just going to do super mellow port work in it. He wanted to run better than stock, but more concerned about absolutely maximizing the life of it. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. Oh, I don't remember what I paid for the muffler too, but I got a high performance. This should be the high performance muffler. I don't remember where I bought this at. Sometimes it's easier just to buy a muffler. I think I got the whole muffler, which I didn't want to spend time cutting the baffle out. I got the whole muffler. This is a complete hollow can, dual port. I'm going to give it a little more hole there. And go extend these out a little bit more and make that about 3/8 of an inch wide. And that's what I'm going to do for this. So I think I've got everything now to do this 461 up. So I think I'll try tonight when I can't sleep, come out working at 441, and then tomorrow I can jump on this, hopefully get this thing done Monday night, Tuesday, something along those lines there. I've got a 400 to do that come in. I think the box came in last week that haven't even opened it up yet. It's sitting in that box. I got to do that. And I've got some other saws coming. Sometime or another, I'm going to start on my 660 build. And I need to get a piece of test wood. I need to get a stand built. I need a piece of test wood because I want to set the 365 up. I don't know. I should recheck the compression. I might get 2 or 3 tanks run through this thing and then recheck it, because today, like, it felt horrible the other day, but it feels pretty decent now. But it is cold. We've got a pretty healthy mixture going on in it. But I want to set this up on a 9-pin and see how it does, and I want to compare it to my Clone Wars 372, and then I got that big bore 5-cuber that I want to do some testing on too. I'm actually contemplating about tearing the 390 carb off that and putting on this. I don't know yet. I need testing. Sometime I want to get into my 500i as well, but ultimately, wherever my 400's at, I think it's under there. I'm waiting for some bars to come in. I did some horse trading for some bars. I'll have to need some adapters, but I want to set this up with a 16-inch 68 driver 325 9-pin for Sawfest. I'm not putting felling dogs on it, and I want to run it up to my 400. I'm hoping to be at or beyond my 400. I don't know if I'll get to or not. Right now, Sawfest don't allow the 400 to run in the 4-cube. Other races will. So it's my 400 is my gold standard. I'm trying to meet for personal thing. All in all, for an experiment, fairly high duration build. So far I'm pretty happy. I am thinking about bumping 2 more degrees on the ignition timing, and I am thinking about going high top with a homemade air filter. And I'm thinking about thinning the shafts on this carburetor. I thought carbs were coming, they ain't come yet. I didn't really want to do that to that carburetor. Trying to think what else is there. I've had a couple people, I'm not even sure what's in frame here. I've had a couple people message me and get a hold of me and stuff, and say it must be nice to have all sorts of money. I live paycheck to paycheck, especially now that Dad's gone. We don't have his income here to help us anymore, so it is just me and the wife. And, YouTube don't pay squat. I got $103 for all the content that I put out for you guys is what I got paid for a whole month. $103. I was looking on there. 11 years, I think, is what I've been producing content for you guys. And 11 years with thousands of videos, I think it's grossed $8,000. Yeah. But, I don't understand. I don't know how people make money on YouTube. I certainly ain't making any. This saw, how much do you guys think I have into this saw? Not including the barn chain. Well, the chain was actually donated to me too. This saw, I have $40 into. I probably have 3 weeks of time and effort and energy and all that. But I have $40, maybe 46, whatever the Warhawk cylinder cost me. I built this saw. It was a kit saw that chips and chains, and I think I think 307 and Chips and Chains went together, and they purchased the saw and donated it to me for the channel. And I do, how do I word this? If someone donates something to the channel and they tell me what they want me to see done with it, I do my best to do that. They wanted me to throw everything but the kitchen sink at it, and that's what I'm attempting to do. But this saw was donated to me. It was a build-a-kit saw, and then not only did it build this saw, but it also, I took parts out of there and built some other saws. And then the crankshaft, all the OEM parts that are in here, the crankshaft, the flywheel, the coil, a lot of nuts and bolts, oil pump, the clutch drum. I'm trying to think what else is in there. I seeded a bunch of OEM parts. But I didn't over exceed it where it's still considered a clone saw, where if this happens to be faster than my 50 millimeter one, then I can run this in Clone Wars as well, because you can run an OEM crank. But it was a Johnson Red 2171, something like that. It was the 371 Johnson Red version. That was donated to me by 307 Saws. And then the carburetor. This is an OEM, out of the box OEM carburetor. A gentleman donated that carburetor to the channel, and I greatly appreciate the donations. I try to take you guys along for my builds. This chain was donated to the channel. The bar I bought, I don't remember what I paid for that bar, but I got that bar for a really good deal. I think that was a hardware store. A few years ago, there was a hardware store that was going out of business, and they put a bunch of their bars and chains on clearance, and I bought them. I think I gave $35 for the bar, if I recall. So, but I didn't have a cylinder. Well, the other cylinder, I guess technically I've got like probably $80 into this thing, including the bar, because I destroyed the other 365 cylinder when it ate a clip. So I've got two. I've had to buy two aftermarket cylinders, which is nothing to do with the saw's fault. I mean, shit happens. But and I bought this top cover. That's an OEM top cover right here, the air filter cover, and I actually bought that for my OEM 365. And I sold that OEM 365, and the guy wanted it high top, so all I did was bought the high top stuff, put on it, and I kept the low top stuff for me. That's why the coloration's different. This is actual factory OEM cover, and it fits nice. I like that. It snaps in way better than that other Chinese one. But I'm not made of money. This saw was built off from donations, and I tried to do some wild port work with it. I'm still not done with it, so I don't know. That rear handled 2511, that was donated to the channel. Trying to think. Sometimes I do horse trading, like my 395, I did horse trading, and I quartered the saw to get that one. I think the Neotech 372, I did horse trading as well. I do a lot of horse trading. My rear handle, my latest rear handle, you guys ain't seen no videos of that one, or my latest top handle, 2511. I'm in the testing phases of that. That was That was a trade. That one was a trade. The one before that was a donation. It didn't run. It was a parts pile. So I got a 201 T under the bench over there that I got to build. That was donated to the channel. The guy handed it to me and said it's a hunk of junk. Build it, do what I want with it. So sometimes I get stuff donated to me, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I buy stuff to try out, but my spare money goes into my hobby. I waste a lot of money on my hobby. I've pretty much only got 2 hobbies, and one of them YouTube frowns upon. Yeah, I got 2 hobbies I invest money into in time. And this is a big one. I spend a lot of time on my chainsaws. But my goal is I want to get all my racers done, dialed in, running good, and then I kind of want to hold off on building any more of my own personal stuff. I might take on some other things, but I want to start focusing on my chain game. Like, I am very, very happy with how this square ground is cutting. And I would like to take this tooth style and do all the chassis work and everything to this chain and see what well, not necessarily this chain, I want to do it in 16. I actually want to do it in 18 with a few more driver links for the 395. I actually want to set the 395 up with a 10 and 16 inch, or 18 inch, and see how she does. But I want to start, for the races where I can get away with running race chain, I kind of want to go down that road. I know square, I put in a special request with Square Jig there, and he's working on building a different triangle that's more race oriented, even more hardcore than what I got on this one. And I'm going to be going down the square chain rabbit hole pretty hard here pretty soon. But yeah, so I don't understand what people think I'm like made of money or whatever. It's usually paycheck to paycheck. Back in behind on the water bill, I gotta pay that Monday. Yeah, we were gonna pay it Friday, but the kid went into labor, so and we couldn't deal with all that. The water place was closed, so we couldn't pay it. So. But yeah, it just blows me away. If I need a saw or something, I'll go out and take a tree job on or something, or I'll take on more trades, barters. I don't know how many times the last brand new, I think the last brand spanking new store-bought saw that I bought was my 400. And then before that was the 550. The 500 I got used. That 462 I did bartering. I got a 362 coming that's brand new. Getting that bartering. The barter system, it's an amazing tool. But, I don't get it. Yeah, but I didn't purchase this saw. It was all donations. And I'm doing my best to try to make it an absolute monster. And I don't know. I'm gonna go probably talk to the Amish I need to get a stand made. I need a 19 or 20 inch tall stand so I can set logs on practice race. But I need some square wood, and that way I can video and start recording. And I might have to purchase that app, whatever the heck that app is everybody's got that they're using for timing their saws. Until then, I just send it to buddies and stuff. But I need to run this thing up against the 400 and see which one's faster. But I want same bar and chain, same piece of wood, and on the same day. And because my 400 is the benchmark, I want this saw to be at or faster than my 400. I might go back into that 372. I don't know. Well, if this is faster than the 372, then I might have to adjust things. Of course, the Sawfest is going to be bigger wood. So, I think my 372's got more torque than this. I don't know if it's still marking. I didn't tag my 372. With this bar and chain, 20 inch wood with just letting it sit on there, she's holding 13.5 in the cut. I wanted 14.2. I think if I could get 30 pounds more compression out of it, I could probably get it. But I don't know. But yeah, so I've got parts in. There's my little bit of rambling. Oh, I guess while I'm covering topics on stuff, I get asked all the time, how do I knurl those pistons? Here's one type of knurler. It's got different textures. I like these floating ones better than I do my fixed one, but I used this fixed one right there, and I make a jig, clamps my piston in there, and then I can put pressure on it. I do not have the lathe running. I rock this back and forth, and I move this in very, very, very slowly, probably 1-2 thou at a time, so I don't break the skirt. And then I push this in there. These kind of like extrude the metal out. You're pushing it in, it displaces it out. I've got people thinking it's cutting. Nothing's cutting about it. It's pushing it in there, and it swells the material up. I did that on that piston. 90% of the reason is I had way too much piston to sidewall clearance, and I wanted to tighten it up. So I tightened it up 3 thou by doing that to get my wall clearance. And the bonus of doing that is you've got, you know, let's see if I can find something. Modern ratchets are smooth now, but I don't know if I've got an old ratchet in here or not. But if you go back far enough, well, right here's an extension. That's knurling. And when done right, the knurl is fatter than the base material. I did that, but those little grooves capture and hold oil and skate good. I don't do it to every piston. Some piston you'll try that too, and you'll actually fracture the skirt. Just depends. This was the one I wanted to use on it, but I don't have the holder anymore. I couldn't find. I switched to this bow star, and I can't find the piece that I had in here that would hold this. I don't know what I did with it. I actually might have sold it with that other lathe, and I probably could have done it on this lathe because I could fit that tool on that turret there. But yeah, it's not easily accessible, so I just did this. What I did was push this up to it so both wheels were touching, and then I locked it down to get my center, and then just roll it back and forth. But man, it's already been a half hour of me rambling and complaining about things. My shop is totally foobarred. Believe it or not, I'm still got 2 372 projects. Well, the one that's in here is probably going to become another 365 project. I'm not sure what the future holds for that one. That's got the full circle crank in it. But I have almost enough stuff. Almost enough stuff to put a 365 together. Well, actually, if it one or the other, I can put that together or the 365. I'll probably do the 365. I'm gonna try to find a different fuel tank though, because I don't like this fuel tank and I don't like that fuel tank. I don't like either one of those fuel tanks. But yeah, I'll probably pick up a Farmer Tech. I'll probably get a hold of Scott at bluesaws.com and see what he's got sitting around for a fuel tank. But I got a set of OEM 365 cases in there that it's got a crack. It's cosmetic, but when I dig my TIG welder out, I'm going to weld up that set of cases, and I think it'll be fine. When I fix my 461 other racer cases, I'll fix these cases at the same time when I got everything dug out, and I plan on building, how do I want to word this? I got another formula I want to try in a 365. But yeah, so I'm trying to think here. And I want to build my kit saw and get that done. But so that covers quite a bit of the topics. I still got that 462 I got to do. Yeah. Well, I got lots of testing to do. But yeah, guys, I'm not made of money. But, I don't know who's thinking that. But, my work, I work all sorts of variable hours. One day I might go in at 4:30. One day I might go in at 6 o'clock in the morning. My normal job, the hours vary all over the place, and I like it like that. I kind of get to pick and choose my hours, and then I can kind of pick and choose what I'm doing throughout the different days and stuff. And as long as I stay caught up and everything, keep the boss happy at work, my hours can stay flexible like that. If I get behind and stuff ain't getting done, and then it gets a little bit more serious, like I can't do other things. So I love the freedom, if that makes sense, to like maybe I'll go cut trees one day, or maybe I'll go split wood, or maybe I'll go do some brush hogging, which that's coming up soon too. I just got me a drive shaft for my brush hog. Other days I might be going and welding up something on a piece of farm equipment. I do so many different things. None of them are standard. The saw stuff is my hobby. So, but I know tonight my goal is to get this 441 done, off my bench, out of my hair. And yeah, so those that stuck around, thank you very much. Those that have donated to the channel, it helps me out more than you know. Yeah, so I hope to see more better things coming of this saw. You let me know what you think of that, because I'm pretty happy so far. So you guys take it easy and have a good one.